With a cold scoff, Cynthal took out her phone and dialed a number. Bethan had unknowingly walked in the pouring rain all the way to Bay Bridge, and there were barely any cars on the bridge as a result of the rainy weather. Out of nowhere, a cargo truck rushed in her direction as she, too immersed in her sadness, did not react in time. Slam! She flew into the air from the impact before she fell heavily onto the edge of the bridge. She felt as if all her organs had shifted in her body as thick, fresh blood dripped from the top of her head, and it dyed her vision red. In her dazed state, she saw someone get down from the truck and stretched out a hand to check her breathing. After confirming she survived, the man made a phone call. "Mr. Morrison, she's still alive. Should I drive the car into her again?" Bethan's heart ached as if the truck had run over it and smashed it to smithereens. The driver was asking Mr. Morrison. She only knew of one Mr. Morrison her whole life, Brettley Morrison, the man she loved the most, to whom she dedicated her most beautiful years and all her love, Brettley Morrison. Did he try to get rid of her just because she discovered his and Cynthal's secret affair? Was it because he wanted to give the child in Cynthal's belly a proper name and identity? The child in her belly was his, too. Don't blame me. Blame yourself for falling in love with the wrong man. The driver ended the call before he kicked her ruthlessly with his shoe-clad foot. She was less than 2 meters away from the edge of the bridge. The driver was a strong, full-grown man, and he mercilessly kicked her broken body. In just a few tries, she was flung into the air. See you in our next lifetime. Bethan fell off the bridge. The image of Brettley as he stood under the cherry blossom trees all those years ago came back clearly to her. He was the same boy, exceptionally handsome, warm, and gentle. "I hate you, Brettley Morrison." Sea City. A tall, handsome man walked out of the meeting room, looking dignified but somewhat arrogant. His assistant next to him leaned forward in a panic. "Sir, it's your wife. Something's wrong." The man frowned slightly, and his footsteps never paused. What trouble did she get herself into now? "Madam, she was knocked into the sea by a truck, and her body hasn't been found." The man's pupils shrank immediately. Right at that moment, Brettley's phone rang. It was a call from the hospital. "Mr. Morrison, your wife didn't want me to tell you about it, but I still think you need to be ready. Your wife is pregnant, and it's 3 months in.